All right.
And other good news, I caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh,
That is great news.
yeah.
Was not ready for how sad it fucking gets, dude.
Yeah, I might be one episode behind you. I don't know if you're like caught up.
I
watched everything. You just have one episode left that comes out Thursday, right?
Is that... Yeah, because it ends by the end of December for this season, right?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Yeah, I caught everything that's on Crunchyroll that was out as of yesterday.
Yeah, you're one episode ahead of me. Yeah, I mean, we can't really talk about it. Vic's gonna talk.
Yeah,
Vic's gonna watch it eventually.
So
I've been on his ass for fucking
Give me next week when we record. I'll be caught up.
What, they come out on Saturdays?
Thursdays. I keep
Thursdays.
saying I've said Thursday like 5 times.
It's fine. I will catch up. I'll make sure we'll be able to talk about this next episode.
Cool.
If you put your low-income housing project that you're managing on hold, you could watch it.
That is true. I mean, it would take a little bit of PTO to do that, but I think I got the time. I think I got the time saved up. So
Hell yeah.
That's good. God,
It's a fine Pilsner right
we got to
there.
figure out the goddamn lighting here.
yeah.
Look at us.
you know what it is? I turned down the buttons on the light a little bit because when I had them up, I was pretty like bleached out sitting in this spot.
I feel like that's probably better. I mean, the reality of it is like,
I'm surprised you guys didn't get a neon light strip to run around the top of the room like every
have-
college dorm room ever.
you are.
I mean, that would be the only decor we have in this living room would be a light strip.
That was my
This is
next
a man's
point.
apartment.
Yeah.
Was when are you gonna hang up something on the wall after?
Maybe during year
Well,
3.
get us something to hang up, motherfucker.
I mean, yeah, we've been here for 2
Yeah,
years.
You don't like the look of the place. Do something about it.
You have vinyl records in a box over there sitting in the corner. You could hang those on the wall.
Hang the records on the wall.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, people do
Okay.
that, I guess.
I'm building a vinyl wall right now.
Okay.
Why don't you build us one?
Yeah. What the fuck? This is fucking selfish.
Okay, next time you a Goodwill run, buy some random furniture.
Oh, now I have to buy the records to put on my wall too. Ridiculous. People don't want to work anymore, man.
Yeah.
You
Dude, someone said that to me yesterday when I was getting my oil changed.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
Yeah, it
That's
was
fire.
preposterous.
That is awesome. A mechanic guy or what?
No, just a guy who came in to also get his oil changed. Granted, it took a while for there was 2 guys. Clearly, they were understaffed. It took 20 minutes for someone to finish up their cars that they were working on and then come back in. Because the only reason they came back in was to charge the people who they finished, and then your car needs an oil change or whatever. And so I was just kind of standing at the desk waiting for someone to walk in, and this guy comes in. He's like, "Oh, how long is it taking?" I was like, "I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. I'm just playing solitaire on my phone. I don't really care. It's, not that big of a deal." And he goes, "Oh man, they're so understaffed." He's like, "People don't want to work anymore." And it's like, "Yeah, man, for sure." And then he started getting into a bit about how "Oh man, during COVID, I knew people who were getting $1,000 a week. They did that for 56 weeks.
I would have
imagine that.
I would have made more money
Okay.
not working during COVID than working the full time I did.
yeah,
Well, you shouldn't have worked then, idiot. You blew it.
Yeah,
no,
we already blew it on
I
the
had no
PPE.
choice. If I quit my job, I wouldn't have been able to get unemployment to get the money, and my boss refused to fire me and give
that
me a
is true.
pay
You
strip
do
because he
need
had
to-
to sign the unemployment slip.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's either
Well-
quit and be dicked or work. And
Sounds like you didn't have a lot of hustle.
Yeah. You weren't committing a lot of fraud,
no, I was not.
which I can't knock you for. I'm also not committing enough fraud.
With what I do for
Basically what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
I went to the Connecticut council meeting, and it's just a bunch of old dudes talking about how nobody wants to work. And I asked one guy, I
Yeah,
was
that's what those meetings are for. Is for old
Yeah.
people to yell at someone.
Yeah.
well, I asked him, I was like, well, what are you offering? What's your deal if I get a job there right now? And he's like, dude, it'll be sick. We'll smoke weed in the truck.
Okay.
I'll give you $18 an hour starting cash.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm like, so you want me to take a pay cut to come to you to get paid in cash with no benefits?
The no benefits is the definitely a detractor.
Sounds,
but getting
because
I think you led with the benefits. To
Because
be honest.
you get a free joint every day.
Yeah, and I was
yeah,
like,
a ration.
Yeah.
You know, joint like how soldiers in the Middle Ages or the 30 Years War or something would get a ration of beer every day.
you should be like, yeah, take 2 puffs now because you're gonna want your 2 other puffs after lunch. Don't get tuckered
that's
out
right.
on me.
Yeah. But $18 an hour under the table, all cash.
That ain't bad.
I mean, if you're working 8-hour days, you're getting.
But it's a skilled job, and he doesn't want to hire anybody. His minimum requirements was 5 years of.
I mean, that's basically what like every job posting.
Nobody
is now.
wants to work for beneath what they're worth. Nobody wants to leave their existing job where they make $30 an hour because they've been in the field for 5 years to
That's what I was.
go work at some other job to make way less money.
I was telling these people this at this Connecticut meeting, and they were just like, "You don't understand. They should want to come work here for the experience that I could offer them."
Yeah.
Well, if you're offering experience, you can't demand 5 years experience. That's crazy.
And I was like, "Motherfucker, that McDonald's down the street, like off the highway, starts at $22 an hour."
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
crazy part is like there's places that pay like better than what some like small business bullshit is paying. It's
It's just a bunch of ancient small business guys who like refuse to
yeah.
go with the mold.
Yeah, they feel they're owed a bunch of free money from peasants to work there.
And I asked them too, and I was like, "Why
Props.
don't you like talk to a college or something and just get some interns, and you could just fucking get free labor, dude? Offer them a couple
You can't
credits."
talk solutions with these people. They're not living in the real world.
Yeah, they only have one idea for a solution,
Yeah,
and it comes right at the end.
that's right. That's correct.
You could say it's like the last thing they do. It's like they're
Yep.
Yeah, I think everyone got it.
Yep. Oh God.
it's their final act.
All right, well,
All right,
you
come on,
lost
man.
it. You had it. You had it, and you lost it. Ridiculous.
How do you feel about vests?
They're fine. I usually
Neutral? I don't-
associate them with like finance bros.
Yeah, I don't really
for the
own
most
any.
part.
It's an extremely West Hartford coded clothing item.
You
I'm
lived there
surprised
for
you
many
still
years.
have that on. It's like kind of warm.
I know it's fleece lined, and I'm fucking melting right now.
Yeah, why didn't you
Take
just
it
take it
off.
off, man?
Well,
You're wearing like 3 layers here. This
Yeah,
is
you're wearing
crazy.
like a quarter zip under that.
I know. I should probably. I hate vests. I don't know why I like bought a couple of them to wear.
I don't
couple?
either. I have no idea what to tell you on
Yeah,
that.
why didn't you just buy one and then see how you felt and then buy
You want me to
another
hold
one?
the mic for you so
Yeah.
you can? Okay. Normally
just
this is
leave
at the
your-
$10 tier, so
Yeah.
They just leave your torso so warm, and you're like everything else so cold.
It's a vest.
Yeah, that-
it only goes around your torso.
that tracks. That makes sense to me.
Like, you ever been outside and it's real cold, and you're in a
No.
vest, and you're just like, motherfucker.
No,
No. Can't
If I had sleeves, I'd be so much happier.
like
I'm sure.
you act like this is just something that happened to you. We were just talking about this. You act like you're like. Earlier he was like, he's got a date after this, by the way. And earlier he's like, man, I hope I don't go to the date early and end up drinking too much before the date. And it's like, how that doesn't just happen to you. Like that's
it's a choice
the
you make.
only person that can make that happen is you. You're the only person in control of that.
No, it's like walking and slipping on ice. You think you're gonna have a good day, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, 6 Manhattans later, you're on the floor and you slipped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with that logic.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just
Actually.
outside and you have a vest on. It's a thing that occurs to you.
Well, you're inside and you're getting dressed and it's warm, and you go, you know what? This vest will make me look pretty cool. And then you walk outside and it's frigid, and you're like, my arms hurt, but my torso is warm. I'm so confused. This is upsetting.
You're confused. You're surprised by that outcome. You put another layer on your torso and not your arms. And I mean, I guess you got to learn some scientific method, sort of. You just had it disproved your hypothesis. You thought you were going to be all over warm by just putting the vest on, and then
But-
you went out there and you weren't.
But so many people wear vests. Like, why don't no one's talking about it?
Why does anybody do anything? What do you want me to say about that?
Maybe you guys just don't get it. You're just not vest guys.
Us? You're the one ranting about vests. I have no thoughts on
I'm
vests.
trying to be a vest guy. I'm working hard at
It
it.
doesn't seem like you want to be.
Yeah.
Why are you forcing yourself into this?
Because it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'd like the outfit you had on.
Yeah.
It works. Definitely good for a first date.
You know, I can't. I gotta like disguise. I gotta trick her somehow.
By wearing a vest?
Yeah, dude.
He's got to trick her somehow.
Why?
Well, when a man tricks a woman very much, you don't have to trick anybody, man. You have a radiant personality. Everyone loves you.
Just have to be yourself.
Yeah.
And I think it will work.
Let's hope. I don't know.
Why are you so nervous? You're like the most social guy in the world.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting nervous now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, no, I looked at my hand and saw it's like visibly wet.
Yeah, your palms are sweaty. Your knees are looking kind of weak too.
Oh,
now that
no.
I think about it.
I feel
Oh
sick.
fuck! What's next? Oh god!
I feel sick. Why did I have to wear a sweater?
Oh man, you guys remember that song from when we were like 5 years old? It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's a fine song, to be honest. Maybe it just got, listened to it before every hockey game that I ever played for about probably 6 years. So I guess it kind of got old on me, but
Yeah.
well executed, I'd say. Eminem, folks, you heard about this?
We had the most like fucked up playlist for our like football pump up songs. It would go from to like Collapse to 300 Violent Orchestra
Okay.
to just like Day and Night Kid Cudi.
Okay. Yeah, Day and Night's a bit of a curveball there, but it's sometimes you just want to listen to a bop,
Yeah.
a jam, so to speak.
And then one of the coaches vehemently requested to Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah,
And he would just run around screaming.
That is
came
such
on.
a type of coach that is like mad that you guys are listening to rap music before you guys got to listen. You guys ever heard of some fucking rock and roll? Goddamn. We had a coach.
It gets the blood pumping. You just don't understand.
We had a coach. I would have been, I don't know, like 14 or whatever, and we got the shit kicked out of us one game, and he had been like talking. He would come in and be like, "This fucking rap music or whatever is bullshit or whatever." It's extremely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's questionable. I don't really remember anything else about the guy other than him being our coach. I don't know what his politics were or whatever. I was 14. But yeah, we got the shit kicked out of us one game, and he banned rap music for until we had a good enough game or whatever that we earned it back. So we were listening to fucking AC/DC and shit in the fucking locker room. Like, he's like, I'm controlling the music from it's a questionable racial. I mean, he's a hockey coach, he's dealing with white people all the time.
probably from Scottsdale.
Pretty strictly.
That's better than like a full,
I don't know originally, but he did live in Scottsdale at the time.
that's better than like a full tape of country music.
Well, I mean, even country people, I feel like usually aren't saying that country's like pump up music. Maybe they are.
Yeah.
There's that
It's kind
one
of a different kind of country music
song
than normal,
that
I
pumps
guess.
you up. But it's all like Americana. It's like, I'll put that boot in your ass. That's the red, white, and blue.
Okay,
That's
maybe
a pump- that's a
maybe that
pump-up
pumps
song.
you up. Pumps
that's
you
a
up
little-
to kill 1 million Iraqis. To decimate Afghanistan and their electrical infrastructure and set them back 40 years.
I don't know, dude.
Literally, quote, bomb them into the dark ages.
I shot an AR-15 once, and then next thing I knew, like, I had to talk myself out of driving to the dealership to get a Charger. Like, I was going to live the full lifestyle.
You're gonna get the Charger without
you gotta-
investing?
No, I was
You
going
have
to sign up
enlist-
after.
okay.
Yeah.
I was
No,
going
you have to sign up first. You buy it with your
Do you
bonus.
think they just buy the Chargers because they like them? I mean, they do like them, but they get it with the money that they get from enlisting.
My
They're not-
idea was to
they're
show up with the
correlated
Charger
purchases.
so the recruiting officer goes, holy fuck, this guy gets it.
I don't think you have to prove yourself to the recruiter.
Yeah.
They have to trick you. Speaking of tricking people, they have to trick you into thinking you're not going to want to kill yourself because you're stationed in Bahrain for no goddamn reason for 3 years.
You're right. I should take Army recruiting tactics tonight with this date and just neg her into joining.
Is that what you think the
just-
Army recruiters are doing?
That's what they would do at our high school.
Neg you?
Yeah, they would be like, sign up, and you'd walk past, be like, yeah, I knew you weren't meant to sign up anyways. You're not tough enough to be a Marine.
Okay.
It's like, of course I'm not tough to be a Marine. Look at me. I'm an overweight 17-year-old. You think I'm going to do well in the Marines?
Saying that to a child. Pussy. Bet you can't do any pull-ups on this shaky-ass pull-up bar, fucking bitch. Oh, man. The recruiters were on my dick after I took the ASVAB. You guys have to take the ASVAB? Maybe that might be an Arizona thing.
No, we weren't. It wasn't mandatory.
Okay. That's a nationwide, you're aware of the ASVAB?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not.
It's just like basically a placement test for the military, I guess.
Okay.
Like it's kind of a
SAT for the
standardized
military.
test. There's like some more like less academic stuff, more like
Did you get a 20?
hands-on stuff. I don't know what it was out of.
Some like
It's out of-
tactical type shit.
It's out of 20.
Okay.
Probably then, or 19. I don't know. The dude was tripping all over himself to get me to enlist in the army.
They're having you do the Pythagorean theorem to like
Nailed it.
Pythagoras theorem.
Yeah.
All right, well,
we're really
0 for 2.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
But you know what I'm going with the
Yeah,
orders on how
I'm
to-
familiar. Yeah.
Well, we tried, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what's
Is
hilarious?
dyslexia contagious? I've been thinking about this since I've been hanging out with Vic, and he was calling Jalen Reed all night last night.
So you think I've caught dyslexia from Jeff?
Yes, I almost explicitly said that. I wasn't really trying to be subtle.
You're next, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we
we'll
live
see.
together.
We'll see.
I mean, maybe I'm also dyslexic. Who knows?
I don't know.
I haven't really been tested for many disabilities, and I probably have a lot.
You got tested for disabilities in elementary school. That's when they weed them out.
Tested on the hard Scrabble streets of the playground. School of Hard Knocks. Jeff just beating the shit out of people, of people who can read naturally.
Nah, dude, they kept me segregated. I had to do everything in my own room.
I don't know how to riff on that.
Yeah, that's just like sad.
Yeah, no, there's no joke there.
More time for tests and stuff. That's
Yeah, it wasn't until high school where I had to like
nice.
meet other kids in classes.
nice. I mean, that's not true, but it's nice that they were.
It kind of is,
accommodating.
Victor. Well, I only ever saw you in the lunchroom.
Yeah, we
I mean,
were
you
never in
weren't
the same
literally
class.
alone in every class.
Yeah, there's 2 teachers watching me.
Just Jeff by
All right,
himself.
I don't know how to.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know how to riff with this like half lie that you're doing. I don't know what's happening.
Running out of material, man. This is the first time we've done this in 2 weeks, like on back-to-back weeks, and forever.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been writing down shit that
Yeah,
because I, haven't really cared that much about this podcast in the interim. To be perfectly honest with you,
yeah.
and honestly, all I've been thinking about like the past couple days is Donald Trump saying Tua Tagovailoa.
What did
Just
you say?
with his, he didn't. I'm just saying,
Just with his action.
picturing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I want to do it. Embarrass myself.
I'm gonna see if this
Do it.
actually exists.
I don't think it does.
There
I
should be a Donald Trump like
Tagovailoa. Tagovailoa. He's awful, folks. He's awful. He's dragging Tyreek Hill down. He's very bad.
it's a rough game. The boys will bounce back. They're not frauds,
He potentially has said it. There's like a 10-minute video of him hosting Alabama after they won the championship. That Tua was on.
Tua
that-
Tagovailoa, folks. He came in the game. He was on the bench.
Tua did-
Jalen Hurts. I call him Jalen Squirts. This guy's a pussy. I don't really I didn't mean to take it to a gendered spot. I just couldn't. Trump probably would have, so I guess I was in character. But
yeah, you're method acting. That's not really you.
You're losing yourself in the
just the
character.
cadence of Tagovailoa. Obviously, he would fuck it up.
Yeah,
saying
it wouldn't be
somehow.
as
He would never land that.
Yeah.
But Mike McDaniel, folks, they're saying he's a wizard, the Wizard of Miami. They called me a wizard. I don't know. I feel
Grand wizard.
I feel like it's drifting into something else. I'm not sure. I got to nail it down.
Yeah.
Just got to get in the lab and watch Shane Gillis clips. Just eyes taped open for fucking 6 hours. I'll get the accent down. Thanks for the backup on that one, by the way, boys.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to wait. I wasn't trying to ISO on the Trump thing.
I thought you had one there. It was good.
Didn't seem that funny. You guys didn't laugh that hard.
I laughed.
Maybe you could do the voice. It'd be funny.
All right. I'll take it. Hey, say that at the time. Don't leave me fucking hanging out here.
No, well, it sounded like it was like a roller coaster. You'd almost get it, and then you'd lose it for a second.
I mean, it's about consistency, you know.
Come back.
Practice makes permanent.
You get the cadence. If you could chop it up, it's almost there.
All right, well,
I think you're like 70, 60% of the way there.
That's not bad. I meant to practice it in the car on the way over here, and I was just listening to Young Thug, so... Sorry.
What's your best Young Thug impression?
I'm not doing that.
Come on. Why not?
I mean, it wouldn't even be like racial or anything. I just can't. I don't have the range in either direction, quite frankly.
Yeah. Can't fry your voice like that.
Yeah.
No
one can. If they could, they would, you know?
I'm saying that's the talent of Young Thug.
People can only replicate like one Young Thug voice. Like Yeet is doing like one of Young Thug's voices and making a fucking killing off of it.
Yeah.
But the range he's got, no one's got it.
Yeah. I don't think I know what Young Thug sounds like.
What doesn't he sound like, pal?
Yeah.
We'll play out on the Young Thug today.
Do you guys see
Does he go like high to low?
That's usually when people say range.
Yeah.
He's not going side to side. He can go side to side.
I mean, he could go gravelly to not gravelly, you know?
He can do that too. You name it, he can do it.
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking four-sided.
You guys see what his defense lawyers cooked up?
Yeah, man, look at my lawyer, dog.
Trying to stay humble under God, right?
Yeah, trying to stay humble under God.
Or
I forgot what OP stands for, but it's like something positivity.
Yeah, pushing praise or something.
Yeah.
Man, that's I mean, look, he was getting railroaded. I guess there probably wasn't a lot else to do there, but I don't know if that one's going to fucking hold up, unfortunately.
He got his lawyer's name tattooed on his hand.
I would have waited until after he did the
after he set me free.
Something humble under God. Like months into the thing, by the way. Like if that was the case, you didn't think to mention it after, while you were in prison like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. The criminal justice system, folks, it's great. Don't we love it?
Big fan.
Our brave judges, folks. Getting into like a Dewey Cox, John Lennon almost, like the cadence.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to have the voice with the cadence, I think, is the thing.
Yeah.
I could hear the John Lennon's cadence.
Like, we're the Beatles. Young Thug, folks. Free Thugger.
Truly humble under God, though, is such...
Truly humble.
That's sick, honestly.
That's right. That's what I've been thinking every time I hear it.
Well, that's like Drugs. You know the band Drugs?
No.
I think, it's like Pharrell's band, right?
It's a Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows.
Okay.
It's just like a punk post-hardcore band.
Oh, that's definitely not Pharrell.
It's Pharrell's band, right?
I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, Atticus, you know this post-hardcore band? Yeah, man, for sure.
They're pretty famous.
I'm sure they are. There's different avenues. People have different niches. Be very famous. It's another theme of this podcast is that you can, with the internet, you can...
We'll play out on them.
On Drugs or Young Thug?
I just got cuffed on Young Thug? The fuck is this? Ridiculous. What are you doing?
Is he pulling up Drugs?
You're just Googling Drugs band? What's that going to provide us with?
If you Google Drugs...
I'm not quibbling with the band edition.
I'm saying on a list.
What does Googling help with the podcast for?
I don't think he's going to know any song that you name from Drugs.
No, there's zero shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I tried to say.
You know heroin?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Great song. Great drug.
I don't know anymore, folks. I don't know. Look how red I am.
This is going to be a fucking... I'm not going to get a second date after this.
Dude, what?
What's going on with you, man? You're all right?
I'm feeling crazy.
You're a massively charismatic person.
Yeah.
I don't know. You shouldn't feel.
Yeah, you're extremely
Just
likable.
relax. Yeah. Everyone loves you.
I'm just gonna go in and fucking
And what?
just talk to myself probably the whole time.
Oh, well, see, here's what you need to do. Just
What?
not talk.
Just
Let her do all the talking.
Stonewall her.
Yeah.
Why do you think like these insane things are going to randomly happen? You're going to accidentally talk to yourself for an hour. You're going to develop schizophrenia while sitting in the bar.
You're gonna accidentally drink 6 Manhattans before the date starts.
And these are fears because things like this have happened before.
You
can
have
easily-
not talked to yourself on a date for an hour.
I did control the talking of a date one time. for
That's
the whole
not
time.
the same
just
thing.
one time. Okay, all right, and you know not to do it this time. You calling yourself out is you saying you're not gonna be able to do it this time.
So in other news, the weather's being fucking crazy.
Don't deflect.
Yeah, you don't get to deflect off this shit when you keep bringing it up. We're not
you
like pinning
started
you down
this.
on this shit. You segued into I'm worried I'm going to talk to myself the whole time on this date.
You guys should just cancel your plans after it and live stream the date from like 3 tables away. Be fucking hilarious.
From 3 to so just
Yeah.
no audio, just
No, I'll wear a wire. I'm sorry, they couldn't hear you. Can you say that into my lapel again?
We do have a lav mic.
we do.
We could make this happen.
We got a couple of them.
We have 4 actually. Yeah. But no, that's not happening. You're gonna be fine, man.
Aren't you a man of science? Whatever happened to empirical data? You have thousands of instances of getting pussy. All right. I don't know where this doubt is coming from.
It's not a
walking outside and thinking that this time for some reason when I bounce a ball, it's not gonna fall to the ground. It's gonna go up for some reason. It's ridiculous.
I'm just a thug, dude.
All right.
Truly humble.
Okay.
Dear God.
God.
I don't know, man. See, I didn't get high before this episode. I think it's causing me problems.
Yeah.
Need to get the creative juices flowing.
I didn't get high either. I think I should wait to get high though, post episodes.
Yeah, that's fine. I think
Yeah.
we learned that. Yeah. That's growth from you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Come a long way from sneakily eating all of the gas station edibles that
Sneakily eating 1,000 milligrams
Yeah.
of edibles.
of Delta 8 and just going fucking dead silent for the last 20 minutes of the episode.
I think the worst one, I did eat 120 milligrams of edibles before we did a podcast.
I think you've done
You've done
triple
that
digit
multiple
milligrams like multiple times.
Yeah.
Like you would dump. You remember that liquid
when I
edibles
had
you
the
would have?
tincture, that was bad. The
Yeah.
tincture I would abuse.
Yeah. Abuse is the correct
Light
word. Yeah.
whiff, yeah. Ah, man.
I made some edibles this weekend. I took an unorthodox approach to edibles this time, and I made peanut butter oatmeal squares.
That's
Okay.
pretty cool.
So a little bit of peanut butter,
You got a butter, like
some
a
coconut oil,
cannabis butter. Is that
coconut weed oil or weed butter. So I melted that, some peanut butter, some maple syrup, some chocolate, mixed in some oats,
Sounds good.
popped in the fridge, cut into little squares.
that all tracks? What do you got effects wise? How's it working for you?
Still trying to dial that in because I ate 1 square when I made them and I was a little bit high, and then I ate 2 squares last night
Yeah, that's
and I got very high.
how homemade edibles work. There's naturally an uneven distribution.
So I was like, well, further tests need to be done before I could release a conclusion about how good these edibles are.
Okay, makes sense to me.
Not for the general public, I assume. You haven't dialed it in.
Well, we
so-
got to keep testing them on
on the lab rats.
Actually,
Yeah.
you might be able to
chimps.
be a good test subject. You want to try one?
No, probably not.
I don't have them with me. I'll have to bring
Why
them
would he
next
be a
time.
good test subject?
It's good baseline.
Okay, that's just saying things.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much
It's not good baseline.
tolerance
Yeah.
built up within my body
so that you can, having a higher tolerance means you can tell the difference between these. If he takes 5 or 10, he's going to be rocked either way.
No. So at least I can know there's weed in it.
All right.
Well, you know
you're the one who put the weed in it,
you
doofus. Where'd you think it went?
Evaporation. Sublimation.
You got any? You gonna keep rattling off state changes or?
Well, those are just the 2 state changes that would happen with like the weed, right?
No, neither of them would happen. So I just figured you could say freezing. It's just, I mean, you put it in the fridge. That's at least closer.
Well, it didn't freeze. It solidified.
I know. It also didn't sublimate, is what I'm saying. They all equally.
You don't know that, dude. We got to test it to make sure.
Yeah, you're right, man. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know that the weed butter didn't sublimate out of your fucking oatmeal things.
I'm going through my notes, and I have the door code from Elm City Social. When you had your birthday there, and they like went to the thing.
Yeah.
It is the door code, and then it says Elm City Social Liquor Lick.
That's right.
That's the name of the place?
No, that's the name of what I wrote in my notes.
I'm assuming you saw in there, and there was like booze in the back.
Yeah.
And you said, we're going to do a liquor lick in your head.
Yeah.
Didn't really vocalize that to probably anyone.
Nope. But I wrote that down.
And then now you're just excavating that time capsule from...
Yeah.
So now you're like, well, we have to go back so we could steal all the booze.
We have to return.
We know the door code now, so...
As long as it hasn't changed in the last 14 months or so.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
You see what the teens are doing around Connecticut now, and I think it's very funny. They're organizing huge meetups of like thousands of teens at different malls and other locations, and they just like cause a ruckus. It's just like a mini planned riot. I think it's hilarious.
Thousands of teens?
Yeah, I have some questions about...
I saw it on the news last night. They said
they
had a Milford Mall takeover, and 1,500 people showed up.
All right, so
that's great. Okay,
we're already short on thousands, but is this a thing that is happening or a thing that happened?
Apparently, it's happening. From what I didn't look too far into it, but
all right, well,
according to local news,
always reliable source. What are we talking? A Fox 61 or
Newsmax?
Yeah,
a news
OAM.
channel 8.
Okay, what is that? ABC? What is
That's
it?
ABC.
Yeah. Is it ABC?
There was a street takeover. That was it. That's all. I typed in Milford Mall takeover December 2023, and I'm not seeing it, but I will go on.
The woke news lies again, folks.
I'm gonna go on ABC.com.
That's why you can only go on. Every time I blink, there's another right-wing news thing. What was it Newsmax that had the Republican debate the other day?
Okay,
what was that on? Because it wasn't Fox, and I don't feel like it was Newsmax.
Oh, it was the other one that Chris Cuomo's on. News something.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I did find it. It was 1,500 vehicles take over North Haven Street and back up 91. This happened on the 9th.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, they were backing up 91 for more than a mile. They were shutting down the street that Chick-fil-A is on.
Universal Drive.
Universal Drive,
folks.
And at the same time in Shelton, about 500 vehicles were taking over Research Drive. So I guess Jeff is right. I just don't think
talking about Jeff got like most of the story wrong.
But the premise
What do
is
you
there.
mean?
You said it was teens took over and started a riot in a mall. There was a bunch of people in cars on the road.
There was one at the Milford Mall. It's the same thing.
Well, it's like a street takeover. That's not the mall takeover. Taking over the road, not the building.
I don't know, folks.
But,
good thing you're not a teacher, dude. You'd fail
thanks
everybody.
for coming to the... You brought something up that was made up.
It would be to defend your answer. You'd be like, well, you're just wrong because it's not what I'm seeing and it's wrong.
Technically, it wasn't made up. The details were a little bit misplaced.
There was like barely one detail in place.
The takeover part was right. Everything else was,
Please.
I might
He
have to
was
check
close,
the
he was
tape
close.
on if he said the word takeover.
He did say takeover. Yeah, street takeover.
Milford investigates street takeover at the mall on Saturday.
Oh, at the mall's not there.
Fucking eat a dick.
Where is at the mall? Don't tell me to eat a dick with another lie.
It's not a lie. It's on Bridgeport Avenue on Saturday.
But that's not
You're
what the
saying
mall
a
is.
street.
It says street takeover, Jeff.
I'm just reciting the news article that I watched last night as a good American.
So I'm guessing this is like
Communist bastard.
this is like
dude.
something that was on. Well, guilty as charged.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm guessing this is something that was just on in the background while you were like doing other stuff and half paying attention.
Yeah, I was cooking dinner.
That's fantastic. We should make that a weekly segment. It's like a game of telephone with one chain, but the one chain is just can't be fucking bothered at all.
I was in the middle of making some rice, just like looking over.
So you weren't even paying attention.
Have you guys seen what the teens are doing? Like it's a nationwide epidemic. It's a bunch of 30-year-old guys in Toyota Supras on the fucking street. Yeah, they're basically rioting in malls across the country. And he's on Tinder.
You know what's crazy?
I don't know.
The new UI update for Tinder's like pretty cool.
The black screen?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when you hit like, it like pops up like it's a little cartoon on the side. They've been doing some things.
Can't relate. I mean, they'd have to, you know, it's a competitive marketplace.
Yeah.
You know what blew my mind?
I literally have no way of guessing what's going to... I assume it's going to be related to dating apps, but honestly, that's probably only like a 55% chance.
I'm going to put that at like a 43% chance.
About like 70% of the dating apps are all owned by the same company.
Of course.
Just like how eyeglasses are.
Okay, you say the eyeglass thing like that's just a known...
Eyeglass
the
one,
universal fact.
I thought
It
that was
is?
a universal
Yeah, like
Okay, I didn't know that.
Ray-Ban and like another two companies own.
I mean,
like,
that's a
everything.
universal fact about like the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nestle, PepsiCo, like all those.
News channels.
Yeah. Yeah, Waystar Royco.
All right, well, that's true.
But yeah, they're all owned by the same company. And I think it's just very funny.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
sad.
I know Tinder and Bumble are... I mean, there's only like 3.
Tinder,
that are,
Bumble,
like,
Hinge,
realistically-
Match,
Matches.
eHarmony.
That's like old people shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're all
the
Plenty
different-
of Fish. They're all the same
Yeah.
one.
Okay, Cupid.
They're all the
Yeah.
same one?
Yeah. J-Date. Farmer's Meat.
I like
That
how
was Farmers
confidently
Only.
you're listing all these things that you don't know for sure are the same thing.
No, I did. I read that on like Twitter.
He's also
and I was
been on
like,
that.
I gotta look at this up.
I know that a lot of them are owned by this, but you're just listing all like I know you don't know that J-Date is on the list, and that's fine. I enjoy that you're doing that. That's why I said I like that.
If J-Date's not on the list, I will kill myself right here, right now.
All right, well, we're looking it up.
All right, well, you already wanted to do that. You're just looking for permission. You've been looking for a way out of this date since you got here.
That is true.
You've been spilling water in the kitchen and like looking around to see if someone will watch you slip. You're trying to get a 2-for-1 lawsuit against us and missing the date.
You could just come go-karting with us.
Who put your toaster in the bathroom up there?
You're asking me. You're putting the toaster in there, maybe filling the tub up, maybe not. You're coming back down, being like, "Hey, who put that toaster in there?" And then running back up and cannonballing into the bathtub. Not my fault if I die if I go in the bathtub. I didn't put the toaster in there.
All right, so it's match.
I just make a Rube Goldberg
I don't think
machine.
we need to know for sure. Like this
Okay.
isn't a facts-based podcast. Clearly,
he was wrong about J-Date though. That's the one he.
That one's fine. He's riffing it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I didn't know I knew Bumble and Tinder were. I thought Hinge was maybe its own
No, it's in there.
branch off, but I feel like also I think it's like maybe they start as their own thing and then the
just get
Tinder
bought.
people buy
they
it
just
out
get
because
bought
why would
up.
they let them?
Well, it's the Match.com people buying up everyone.
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah. You guys remember Hot or Not
Yeah.
from high school?
I never went on it. I was too scared to get judged.
That's fair.
Still
I was
mad.
doing all right
Well, you just
on there.
judge people all the time.
Yeah, but that's without the
Yeah,
ability
it's
of
sort
getting
of-
judged back.
Can you can dish it out? Can you take it?
No, I can't.
You know, as a man of overwhelming self-esteem, as we've heard, Jeff, I'm I'm not surprised that you can take it as well as you can dish it.
Yeah.
Do you remember Omegle finally ended? R.I.P.
Oh yeah, I did see that it finally closed down, which
Yeah. Seen a lot of men's dicks on there when I was 15.
A lot of cocks.
yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I never used it.
Yeah, it's crazy that that was just allowed to keep happening.
Yeah. Especially with like they knew kids were like using it.
Internet's the Wild West back then, man. As recently as like 2014, it was just like, yeah, man, there's just a bunch of dudes jacking off, hoping, I guess, that some like teenage girl comes on. Like that's
Would
not
be
even a
into
really
it.
rational hope. I mean, that's the hope that I didn't have my dick out, but
Yeah.
we were hoping to talk to girls, and that you always heard like legendary stories of people being on Omegle and like, yeah, this girl showed me her boobs on Omegle last night.
That's never happened to you on Omegle back in the day?
I wasn't on it enough, so I can't.
You're a preposterous man, Jeffrey.
I'm gonna say
I'm aware that it happens.
it took a couple of hours
But it's
of
not
sorting through a lot of
couple of hours is preposterous.
Oh my god.
grown man's penises. But
Yeah, man. The
like
internet's
fishing.
The internet's free. You can just search that.
No, that's don't. You know it's different. Of
I
course
know
it's different.
But I'm
Don't
just
do
saying.
this. Get off your fucking high horse, pal. Oh yeah, you can just jerk off, man. I'm 14. I'm exploring the fucking avenues.
are you kidding?
It's a whole new world out here.
14-year-old
Shaming me,
I'm
ridiculous.
not shaming you.
14-year-old
Jeff for the
Victor.
hours. You can't put hours into this thing.
14-year-old
A couple hours is very low.
14-year-old
You're
Victor.
just different world,
refused-
bro.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You weren't in
Refused
these
to
streets
swear.
like this.
Yeah.
You refuse to swear. You refuse to admit that you watched porn. You're like, I don't even jerk off, dude. I'm a man of Christ.
That's right.
That's
He
right.
still is.
Still.
Yeah.
Damn.
He never had. He's never jacked off. He's got superpowers. He can fly. It's crazy. Still can't get pussy from being able to fly, but
No.
what are you going to do?
That ties into the not jerking off thing, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you imagine telling somebody you could fly and you're about to get pussy and you just drop them? Then
you murder someone? That's
When
your
you could fly. So you're flying with them.
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta.
So I'm
You are a
killing
fascinating storyteller, my friend. That is a critical piece of information.
Well, it's implied if you could fly and then they die, you flew them up. And you're
Yeah,
like,
but-
let's bang in the sky. It's going to be so
It is
romantic.
implied as I reverse engineered it there, but you have to your storytelling isn't super crisp. You rush through them like you don't want to tell the story, and so then it's like everyone piecing it together. Also, you're relying on us to like riff with you on these things, so it's nice to get a little more
Did you have a bad day
breadth
at
of
work?
information. Every day's a bad day.
Did something happen that you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm not high. That's what the bad thing that happened. I've had 4 ounces of beer and that's it.
Get slugging, handsome.
Well, what if I accidentally drink too many beers and then I'm bad at go-karting and I show up to Jeff's date early?
I just got a text. You trying to goat kart in 25 minutes?
Did Dustin text you?
Does he think we didn't ask you? What an original idea. Also, like, it's literally...
Also, 25 minutes is very early. I told
25
him, man,
minutes is-
I told him 7:15.
No, you didn't say 25 minutes, but
I mean, to be fair, it's...
Yeah, you're trying to cart tonight.
We're 40 minutes away from
Yeah.
7:15, so it's not that far off.
No, but I mean, you wrap up in like 10 minutes and then.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about the timing. It's just...
Yeah.
It is also like, hey man, Jeff, a guy who's notoriously never busy, never has plans with anyone. You want to spontaneously do something in about 20 minutes? How's that sound for you? Is that going to work?
I need at least a week.
The people who ask me are known to be also your friends and hang out with you, and I assume they haven't asked you. So would you like to do this thing?
It's very nice of him
I love
to
you,
try.
Dustin. It's nice. It's a nice thing to
He's
ask.
trying to include you.
It's just it is just funny to remember. Like, oh man, what if Jeff wants to do this? Like, yeah, man, we
tried.
got it.
Yeah.
or
Love
it's
you,
like
Dusty. He's not gonna fucking listen to this.
No.
He fucking hates us.
he told me I'm not allowed to hang out with his brother-in-law because me and the brother-in-law will become good friends. And he's like, then we won't be able to hang out. I was like, that's not how things work there.
the
But
three-
Yeah,
You
it's
guys
not
can
how
just hang
friendships. We're good friends, and we also hang out with him. What is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Just seems like a more accessible point for youth to hang out with him, if anything.
if anything, that's how you knock off 2 birds with 1 stone.
Elaborate.
Well, he has to spend time, with his brother-in-law, and then with me too. So if you
Okay.
spend time together, then that just leaves more other time for
Yeah.
him to do God
Yep.
knows whatever he
Yep.
does.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It is what I said.
Knowing
but
that
it
both
makes
of them
sense.
don't listen, I'm pretty sure he hates his brother-in-law. Of
No,
course
he does 100%.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hang out with both of you guys at the same time.
Yeah, but then
Doesn't hates a lot of people.
Yeah.
for
I
fascinating
understand.
reasons too.
There's a lot of people to hate out there.
That's
but I
right.
choose kindness. Love. I'm spreading
Do
peace and
you?
positivity.
Do you choose kindness?
I do.
He's right. He's truly humble under God.
For about, I don't know, 7 billion, however many people are in the world minus 1. I choose kindness.
Your poor mother, dude. Why are you so mean to her?
So where'd you meet this fun young lady? Tinder, Bumble, Hinge?
Hinge.
J-Date? Hinge? Okay.
I should probably get on J-Date. Go to Long
I'm
Island.
hearing. Yeah, you get grandfathered.
Jesus.
It's true. I mean, it's not.
What am I wrong?
It's just demographically, it's not a value judgment. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, I think you get grandfathered in if your name starts with J. It's all Jewish people and then just guys named Justin and stuff, It's pretty interesting overlap.
Yeah.
I guess Hinge is the one, huh? I was never on Hinge.
Hinge is the one that people
Yeah.
take more seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely the one I have most success with. I think we talked about this the other night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
success being a very, not really successful, but, the numbers are there.
Yeah, it's hard out here in these streets, folks.
I've had the most success off of Twitter, and I'm trying to change that.
Why?
Because, it's Twitter,
Excuse me.
dude. You can't. It's an app.
It's certainly
Well,
an app. That's
you heard it here first, folks. Twitter. It's an app.
But I've never had.
I don't know
good
if we want
success
to
on
unpack
Hinge.
that.
No.
No.
You don't seem to want to go into it, even though you brought it up. So we'll just
Just move on.
keep it moving.
If you want a deck of cards, I think there's one in this drawer right here.
What do you need a deck of cards for?
It was-
Yeah, one of her prompts was I bring a deck of cards everywhere, and I was like, I used to do that, and then I
that opened the conversation.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah,
I was like,
I
why
think
don't
there's
we
one in there.
break the ice over a deck of cards, like
Yeah.
a drink?
Not taking the card, not being like a card game,
Just
like
having it.
Hey, how about it? She's like,
Look what I brought.
yep, there it is.
How cool! would
Jeff
this
starts
be?
talking to himself right there.
She opens the deck of cards. It's just a box of Magnum condoms hidden inside.
I take
his
out.
monster
How did
dog.
those get there?
I take out one of the several huge block pieces of ice I have for my Manhattans that have been stacking up at the table, and I start slicing them in half with a single card, just breaking the ice with the cards.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wow.
Sort of Gambit
I see,
style.
Yeah.
I see how you got
That's-
there. I like that.
A monologue for about 60 minutes, and then
That's right.
and go, I had a great time, and then leave her with the full bill.
Yeah, climb out the window. The front window. You just get up from your table and go out the front
I was gonna say
window.
there's no windows in there.
There isn't.
Don't fucking
think there is.
don't logistics me. Fuck
I'm
you,
sorry.
man.
Listen, man, I'm
We're in the
sorry.
rift zone. God
All
damn
right,
it.
all right, my bad, my bad.
It's cool.
Building code would not permit a window there. Actually,
I have 51 other cards I could violently throw at the wall until a hole gets made.
that's right. Your mutation allows you to infuse them with kinetic energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys X-Men cartoons, folks? Have you heard about this?
No.
It's all right.
Love Gambit.
It's fine.
Do you have any cool card tricks to pull though? Are you a card trick guy?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I wish. I mean, this is the one time.
Don't say it like indignantly. Hey, it's
Not everyone.
I could see you being a card trick guy. That seems like a type of thing you would have. You have a lot of layers to you, man. We're still uncovering things about you.
Yeah.
This would be the one time it would be cool to be a magician and
Yeah.
just like sneakily pull out something.
Yeah. Yeah. Women love close-up magic, I hear.
Nah, my hands don't work the way I want them to.
What do you got, Parkinson's?
Okay.
Dysgraphia.
What's that?
It's picture like dyslexia, except with your brain to your hands. It's like a little fucked
is that
up,
like a
too.
little-
Picture
legitimate
dyslexia,
issue?
but something that's very different. It just sounds, it has a similar name.
No, it's the same thing because it's your eyes to your brain or your brain to like your mouth. Well,
That's
not
fair.
really. Is dyslexia.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. You know what?
It's in the family of
Well, I'm sorry.
diseases.
You know what?
Both. You know.
You got it.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? Maybe play like War, like a game of War.
Yeah.
Maybe split the
What
deck.
are we thinking?
Three car hold'em.
Gin rummy.
Egyptian rat screw, some of that stuff.
I've never heard of that game.
You
I'm
just gotta-
guessing that's a real thing, but it's really hard to know with you.
No, it is. You build up from 2 to 3 going up, and it's kind of like a quick thing, and you have to slap jacks and stuff. It's like slapjack with more rules.
Okay. I've never played Slapjack.
I
but
have no concept of this game, but that's fine.
I was a counselor at a day camp for K to 5
Yeah.
for like 10 years. So we played all of the card games.
Makes
Yeah, I
sense
think
to me.
pulling a game out like that makes you, again, just adds another layer. I think that really adds depth. You teach her something new tonight. Everyone loves learning.
Either that or just sit there and play solitaire silently while she just looks at me.
She just watches. I mean, you could do that, but
She's like, what do you... Why,
That would be an accident, though, with him.
yeah, he wouldn't intend on
I
it.
fucked up
Just
and I
Jeff
accidentally-
Mr. Magooing his way into fucking hot women all the time. Ridiculous. Oh man, what if I become too drunk and I'm kind of loose and we get along really well and I get laid? What happens then? I'm so scared.
That's what Victor said too. He's like, what if you get laid? I was like, that's not going to happen.
With you, it's
That's part of what I said, but
Yeah.
go on. And also, again, I would never get pussy. I would never fuck a hot woman off the internet. That would never happen to me. Shut up, man. Sick of this shit.
I'm
Playing the
kind of
victim.
nervous because I don't know what she looks like. She looks different in all the pictures.
All right, well,
no,
let's
she does
let's
not. I looked
you don't
at the
think
fr-
so?
I
let's,
think
let's
she
pull
looks
it
the
up.
same.
Let's
Yep, put it on the laptop.
Okay,
Jamie,
we're not gonna dox her. We're not gonna dox her, but we have differing.
We can't see it. Yeah,
She did tell me her social. It's
Okay. Yeah, Hinge is different, huh?
046.
Okay, well, don't scroll past the first picture already. Let me. Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty much like the same person in every
Yeah.
picture to me.
yeah.
I'm not sure. She does want you to teach her something you're passionate about, which is card games, clearly. Yeah, I feel like I have a pretty good read on what this. That is a phenomenon where you're like, I can't really get a vibe, like get a
Yeah.
full, just with the angles and all and stuff. But I feel like I have a pretty good read on what this young lady looks like. She's a trying not to. I don't know how to say it without sounding weird or like I'm
She's
an
just
old
a white girl?
Like no, I was just gonna say she's pretty or whatever, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to be like. I don't want to be like, oh, she's fucking.
Well, don't do it. Just say she's pretty. That's fine.
What?
But I'm trying to be funny also. We're trying to
Yeah.
make jokes around here.
Go to Jeff's profile because I gave
let's-
I gave him a tip. Yeah, just okay. Just it's fine.
I know how apps work, motherfucker. You don't have to tell me. Okay.
I told him to bump that. He had that as his last photo. I told him to bump it all the way up to the front.
That's a great picture.
I think that's his best photo on there.
Right, that's great. Every food is either soup, salad, or sandwich. All right.
It's a fact.
All right. Well,
I guess, yeah.
don't dig in like it's something you came up with. Okay, here he is. A
I
little
still
far
feel
away
like-
on that. I
was
might
gonna
get
say-
a little crop on this just so you can
Yeah,
get a little.
maybe crop it in and maybe drop that again a little bit lower. Because it shows that you're doing stuff, but I just wouldn't have a group photo or anything like two.
I think it's.
It does. I mean, again, leading with that photo is great.
I think it's fine. You got some good pictures on here.
I was gonna say
you're a handsome fella.
You could bump that one up too. The bar one.
Damn, got
at
the-
75 center.
I like the variation on haircuts and facial hair that you got. It shows
That's
a lot
what
of
he's-
positional versatility here.
He said that's what he was scared of putting first because he doesn't have the mustache and mullet anymore.
Yeah.
And I told him don't even worry about it.
Which one? This one?
No, the top one. Because he's like, I don't have the mustache and mullet anymore.
I mean, you have basically like 5 different facial hair combinations here, and you look good in all of them. That's a fantastic asset.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, I was talking to this girl.
Women know that like hair is a transient state.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you can
That's
shave
true.
your face, you know?
I was talking to this girl I met off of Twitter for a while, and my profile picture was the mullet mustache, and then I like posted a picture of myself or something, and she was like, "We have to talk about something. Where does your mullet go? What happened to your mustache? I am in shambles right now." And I was like, "One, that's a fucking crazy thing to say to
that's a
somebody you've
very
been talking
mean
to
thing
for
to
like
say.
3 weeks."
she was flirting with you, doofus.
I know, I realized that, but like, I was like, "Yeah, don't worry, I'm working on it."
That sounds like a regular flirt to me.
maybe I
I don't
took it the
know.
wrong way.
I
Maybe
don't think that's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
We'll work on you, man. You're just
I got a lot of other things I need to workshop.
you just need ABs, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got to learn reading pitches off the hand and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I mean, this is a good profile. Become a nurse. Every national park across the U.S.
See, already there.
See, a fellow like me is capitalizing the U and the S, but that's just a grammatical player like myself.
No, it's every national park between us.
You dirty you rascal.
All right.
Okay. Monogamy, huh? All right.
What do you have? What are you going for? Trying to get some polyamorous stuff?
I'm not doing shit right now. I'm trying not to fucking kill myself these days. All right, let's see what he's got in the matches here.
Oh yes. Let's
Okay,
see.
Nelly.
Oh, that's liked him. That's
Yeah,
not a
okay,
match.
Right. I got. I'm navigating. Okay. Oh, hidden.
Let's see the number there. Oh my, is that triple digits, Jeff?
Yeah, it's
106.
Ooh.
Okay.
One of the numbers.
Let's see their turn. It's a pretty strict turn-based system here early on, like a Bumble type thing. Okay. All right.
She knitted a sweater.
I figured something along those lines. Oh, I've matched with this girl on. This is you get used to the. There's some dating app regulars.
Yeah.
There's
know what
some
I mean?
people that I've matched with now, like going on a dozen or so
Yeah,
times.
man, they're still on the thing. You're still on the thing. You're fucking living in the same place.
What are we doing here?
The-
We should
yeah.
get married.
No, there's like a girl who will match
That's right.
me.
That's the opening you use.
Yeah.
So
she'd
you
be
got some instincts. We just got to sharpen you up.
Yeah.
She'll be like, "Jeff, I see you're still here," and I'll be like, "Bree,
Okay.
you too. Best of luck."
Best of luck. You just end it right there.
I went on a date with her and it wasn't good.
Oh, okay. Well, then fair enough.
Okay. Okay. All right. You left this one on red, huh? That's interesting. That's interesting.
That's kind of why.
What do you mean, bro?
What do you mean? Which one?
This is why?
That's why?
First of
no.
all, you use that
I
as your
matched with
opener.
her before.
Yeah. Also, too, like, aren't you
and
into that stuff?
And she was just trying to get me to sub to her OnlyFans.
All right. Well, fucking.
yeah, go.
What are you, bro?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Doesn't this podcast pay you enough to do that?
Got to spend money to make money,
That's
pal.
right. We should open a credit card just for OnlyFans. Kind of
business
become
credit
like
card
the
just for
new,
the OnlyFans?
like the new Stern, but
I mean,
for
what
OnlyFans.
were we
models.
looking at? Were we looking at a 5 or a 10 or what? Like a monthly fee here?
There's like a $9 thing.
That's not that bad. You got $10.
It's tough. I mean, I'd have to get a read on the bio and see what kind of things we're looking at there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. That's a good question. That's a valid. You know, everyone's
What does it say?
says, why don't cows have feet? How long have we been
left you
going?
on red?
I'm really.
We're at 102. We have to leave.
They lack toes.
right.
I do like that.
It was extremely weird to just do that. Okay. Okay. I think I would have had a little bit of what am I telling you how to get pussy for? Never mind.
Yeah, you do it better than all of us, so I don't. Yeah,
All right.
I can teach a class on how to be awkward
That's it, folks.
I don't think
Shut
I need.
up.
I don't think I need a class on that.
in a charming way.
Okay, maybe that. All right, guys.
I'm sure like me, you've heard enough of this. So
yeah.
let's get the hell out of here.